Africa, right? But she's experiencing, you see some stuff on Facebook, you said, or do you see it on Instagram where your family, they're promoting transgender, and you said you're calling out your brothers for promoting transgenderism. How are they promoting it, and why are you calling them out, and why do you feel that this is wrong?
Oh God. Well, I'm just scrolling and I see my transgender brother at one of my Muslim brother shops, and he's basically behind the counter with the products, you know, promoting the products. And I feel like, how can you be a Muslim and you practicing Islam and you allowing transgenders to promote your product, knowing that if a transgender is in your business, in your and other transgenders see it and other homosexuals see it, they're gonna want to come and purchase from you, and they're gonna want to patronize your business. So why do you want transgenders patronizing Islamic business?
What product are they selling?
Weed, hair, wigs. It's a beauty supply
Oh, they
store.
sell wigs. So one of your brothers, he called himself a transgender.
Oh, he's definitely a transgender. He's had his sex change and everything.
Oh,
But
well, that's why he promoting it and selling the products to the other trans, because he feel he already a trans. He trying to make trans
it's
great
the
again.
fact that all my brothers who own the shop are Muslims. So how can you be allowing this type of behavior in the Islamic community?
It's for the dirty, dirty dollar bill. That's a good question, and I wish we could get one of them on the line to find that out. But how do you know this is going on? Like, wait a minute. So your brother, who's trans, he have a business with your Muslim brother. They selling wigs out the shop, and you feel like that's just going against God. If you Muslim, how you go sell to transgenders? Right.
How you gonna let a homosexual transgender work in the Islamic business? It's forbidden. They say you're not supposed to discriminate, but under Islam laws, you certain things you have to discriminate by. Certain things you shouldn't allow to be posted on social media for other people in the Muslim community to see.
Damn. So, did you talk to your brother about this?
No, I'm not gonna say nothing about it because obviously money is the root of all evil, and that's what people going after. They going after evil now. They're not worrying about the knowledge, or not even worried about self dignity. Because if you had self dignity, you wouldn't matter if you make money or not when you say you worship in Allah.
So that kind of frustrate you to see that going on.
I understand how the Muslim community operates here in Africa. And it's just the way that these Muslims here in Africa operate, and the way Muslims in the U.S. operate. You could tell that these Muslims here are the original Muslims.
Mm. Yeah, all my Muslim friends out here, they all smoke weed, they all drink. Some of them is thugs, but we love the Islam community. And no, I actually know some real Islam motherfuckers who don't drink or smoke. But all my black Islam friends, they all drink and smoke and shit. But all the ones who is not black, well, I have a couple of them that's not black who still engage in that shit. But
well, they Muslims because they was born into Islam and they didn't have a choice because their parents was Muslims. But I'm talking about as far as people who decided that I want to practice this as a religion, and they picked it up. Like we wasn't born in Islam; we was born in Christianity. My mom was a Christian.
Do you feel that when did you realize that hey, let me get out of this Christianity cycle? Like, how old were you when you realized this ain't it?
About 10 years old. And you want to know what made me realize that Christianity wasn't it? Because I seen a lot of prostitution going on in the church, and they had a lot of cliques. It seemed like church was more focused around who can dress the best, who can get closer to the pastor and the pastor wife, and who gonna be the head of the church choir and the youth program. And I couldn't get with that thing because that's where favoritism kicked in.
Who gonna fuck the pastor behind his wife's back?
Yeah.
Shit crazy.
Be fucking the deacon and be on the pulpit giving head and everything.
So if you had a choice to pick out of Christianity and Islam, which one would you pick?
Actually, I'm a traditionalist. I don't practice any religion.
What do you call it? You call it a traditionist.
I like to reverence. I like to pay reverence to our honorable ancestors, the ones who had knowledge, they spoke with a right mind, a right sound, a right understanding. And I like to stand in proxy for my ancestors, the ones who were correct, who tried to teach us correctiveness, the ones who try to teach us how to be agreeable beings, instead of being disagreeable beings.
Well, you just been a disagreeable being because you disagreed that the trans shouldn't be selling no wigs with your Muslim brother and they shouldn't be doing business with the trans people. So you just disagreed.
When I say disagreeable being and non-disagreeable being, okay, let's say per se, what is it? What are the requirements to be an agreeable being? Well, it's a set of laws that came down before any religion, and they came down through the hierarchies, our patriarch, the gods, and they set a standard.
You talking about Moses getting the 10 Commandments? What? You talking about when Moses went up there on that mountain, that boy was high as hell, up there getting high, smoking up some loud, carving that shit in with his hand. God ain't did that shit. God did. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. I've been having a stuffy nose for the past couple days. I'm shaking that. Because it's good. It's coming out my body.
Are you still?
Ma'am?
Are we still?
Yeah, we still on. We live and direct with Dr. Griffin. We got the one and only TaTa Tanizi on the line, a.k.a. Mrs. Isom. And this is the girl who left America to go move to Africa. So she's on the line. And she has some interesting things to say. And she noticed that, so basically, how do you compare the African woman to the black woman? Do you see any difference from the black African woman, how they act out there, from the black American woman, how they act out here? What is the difference? Do you see some pros and cons in that? Like, do they act the same?
I see colonialism in all humans. And I see women who decide not to be colonized, and I see women who engage in colonism. Me, per se, I could never compare myself to any woman because I'm free. I free my mind away from colonialism. So even here, the Africans in Africa been colonized. The black woman in the U.S. has been colonized. And they don't even know how to tune in with their spiritual power because, first of all, you have to understand what a woman is. A woman is a man, the first man that ever had a womb. So she's actually called a womb man. She's not even called a woman. And when you say womb man, that's stressing the fact that only difference between her and a man is her womb. Simple.
I don't know about that. It's a lot more difference between just her and her womb.
No.
They got total different body chemical makeups. The black woman got way more different type of bacteria. Like it's
the only difference between a man and a woman, because let me explain this.
Like y'all have beta cells, we have alpha cells, we have testosterone, y'all have estrogen. We can go jump and hunt down animals with spears. Y'all couldn't do that. A woman couldn't do that. So It's a total genetic makeup that's different. Nah, look, go look it up even. Nah, listen, go look this up. Like the woman brain, it got a lot of more gray matter than the man brain. It's a total different brain.
Thank you. Now you just made a valuable point. Simply because every child that enters the womb of a woman is born with 2 X chromosomes. It has to decide to be a Y chromosome.
Yeah, you're right.
This is if it decides to take on a Y chromosome, then it becomes a male. But in all actuality, every embryo and fetus that's implanted into the womb of any feminine creature, human, dog, cat, mouse, sheep, whatever, it is always a female before it ever becomes a male. So it shows you through science that man is a genetic mutation from the woman.
I've kind of read something like that. Yeah, that's why we kind of have nipples, but no milk come out of them, you know.
And that's why you have the feminine traits. That's why some people come out, we're going to go back to transgender homosexuality.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to embrace his confusion because he's a disorder. Being a male is actually like being a deformity. It wasn't natural to nature to be male. What's natural to nature is woman, womb man. That's why the first woman, if you ever, let's scratch the earth before it existed.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
In it. The first woman, if you ever see her and you say, oh, woman is beautiful, she got big buttocks, she got big breasts, her face. But if you ever seen what created her, you wouldn't run. She's very, 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 very ugly. Woman was ugly and she became beautiful. It went through crossbreeding. Crossbreeding out the original woman is what brought the beauty of woman to the sight of man. But before that, to be hairy, she grew a beard. She was big and stocky. She grew to be 7 foot tall, and she had deep voice, very masculine. And she also had double genitals. She was called a hermaphrodite. She had vagina.
Wait, so you telling me at the beginning of human time that it was all of these walking around, just these women with 2 body parts, and half men, half women? It was just one woman race.
They said all existence started from itself. We call that causation. We don't know where it began or where it will end. It's called causation.
Well, the Bible's Genesis say it was Adam.
Well, guess what?
They try to tell us that we come from man.
And you do come from man. You come from a man who had a womb. So the Bible is accurate, but it leaves out details.
Oh, this shit is crazy. Man, I don't fucking know what to call it.
Just like they would never tell you the woman impregnated herself because she's a hermaphrodite.
Yeah, now I know just through doing science and learning about the fibroid and shit, that's what the fibroid be trying to do. It's the corpus luteum. The corpus luteum.
It impregnate itself.
Yeah, and it's still iron from chicks. That's why chicks be having low iron. That motherfucker start growing hair. It can grow teeth. It can grow eyes because it's trying to have a baby. Because it normally happens when a dude not ejaculating in a woman, and she's not eating healthy, and that fibroid is growing and growing, and then a lot of this food is estrogen annihilated. So she eating all this chicken and all this beef and stuff with all this estrogen that they just shot up in there. So it's making her estrogen more powerful, and that's why that fibroid start wanting to grow hair and teeth. It's really, so you got some points on there about the woman body trying to make a baby itself.
What is man? What is woman? So the woman who was alone in the world, being man and being woman, one and the same, or being womb and man, which is still one and the same, because she was the womb and she was the man, and she was the man and she was the womb. And that's all that existed. And then she self-pleasurized. She impregnated herself with a genetic mutation, a genetic disorder, and it came out to be male. Then she began to procreate with that male and reproduce the earth.
Procurios. It's called
So,
procurio.
and this all this science and theory
We got
that I'm
Mrs. Isom on the line. She's from Africa. To let everybody know, this is the lady that left America to move to Africa. She's a Black American, and she's on the line.
So you asked me what's the difference between African American women and African women.
Yeah.
African American may have took the time out, like myself, to study theology. I'm very educated in the science of self-realization.
So is that the difference? You saying that's the difference between African women and Black women? They more educated?
Yeah, African women are illiterate. American women are educated.
Wait, what? You for real? Oh, okay. American women educating, you saying that African women are illiterate. And like, what, wait? Like, they don't know how to count?
After colonialism, after the transatlantic slave trade, after the misinformation and years and years and years of mass, what is this word I'm going for? Mass reprogramming of the brain. Everything they did to wash us out, they did a science experiment on humans. And they did it with us in America. Basically, they said, okay, we're going to take their culture, we're going to take their language, we're going to take their literature, and we're going to give them all new information. New information is not real. It's old. It's made up. And we're going to give them to this and see if they can ever go back through the cellular memory and discover the truth through DNA.
Yeah. Deoxyribonucleic acid.
Yeah, even after all the books, all the slavery, all the acids, all the drugs, all the years of science experiments, we still proved that education lies within the cell, within your DNA. So it proves that African Americans are definitely most dominant and educated humans on the planet.
Man,
you can come and they got white hanging.
From what I looked up in the research I did, it says actually the Asian, then it's the Caucasian.
Well, if you want to go into
the
that still puts me in a category of African American. African Americans are what they call Asiatic people. If you want to go into black
a lot of blacks don't like to admit it, but a lot of blacks, man, especially a lot of African Americans, you have some kind of white in you. A lot of us don't want to accept that, but
I have one Scandinavian in my DNA.
Scandinavian. Yeah, they used to be the Vikings. How did you find out you had Scandinavian in your DNA?
My mom's sister, they have one mother, one father. And if you ever have a child and they got one mother, one father, you only need one child to do the DNA ancestry because the DNA is the complete same. So, because my mom and her sister have one mother, one father, one sister tested, and whatever's in her DNA is what's in my mom's DNA.
Makes sense.
So you don't need 100 people to go take a DNA test. One mother, one father.
But how did you find it out? Like, where you do that? You did that on Ancestry.com?
No, Ancestry.com. They did the correct professional one. And
what's the correct professional one so people can know?
Shit, I don't know myself, but one Ancestry, not the correct one.
They went to Mary and said, you are not the father, nigga. He's not the father.
But even myself, spiritually,
Mary did their DNA test, y'all.
Over the years, if you say you're a spiritual person, you say you're born spiritual, you will have spiritual eyes. You will your ancestors will begin to come to you. They will begin to lead you in the direction of who your forefathers are. Simple.
Man, how do they come to you? Through cellular memory? Through brain, through cellular trauma?
Memory. You hit it right on the head. Just like we may have European in our DNA. Mm-hmm. Okay, our European ancestors will come to us spiritually, and they will try to pull us towards our European way, but the African will always overpower it. Like the white man would tell you can eat pork, you can eat meat. It's okay to drink blood. You can eat your meat when it's not cooked well, when it's still blood inside. We call it medium rare.
Well, yeah, I heard the medium rare meat though. You ain't cooking all the phytonutrients out. So it's actually, they say for people who are meat eaters and carnivores, it's good for them to eat medium rare. It actually works for their body. Like white people, it's good for them.
Meat doesn't have vitamins or nutrients in it at all.
Well, yeah, you're right. It doesn't. It have animal vitamins and nutrients. The shit they put in it.
But it's not in body. It's for other carnivores, and the human was never designed to be a carnivore. If you look at the teeth of a human, your teeth are completely herbivore. Yeah. Your teeth are not even designed to break down or chew meat. It's something that we trained ourselves to do.
Yeah. Yeah, we trained ourselves to do it, but yeah, I guess sometimes, well, a lot of black Americans, they can still kind of hog down some meat because they have European in them, but it still give us health problems. It still don't get all the way.
Eventually, your body is gonna be rejecting meat. How does your body reject meat? Through what? Sicknesses and disease. Viruses will come into your body. What type of sicknesses? Diabetes, high blood pressure.
Yeah, you're right. That's when they be like, "Oh, I can't eat none of that no more. I gotta go on this diet." And that's why them diabetics sometimes they just quit. They have to just. The doctors tell them, "It's either you stop it or your life is on, and you're gonna die."
Don't you can cure diabetes? Stop eating meat.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that. I already looked that up.
Every disease known to the human body.
Yeah.
Through plants.
What do you say?
It's a cure for every disease known to the human body through plants. It's no such thing as a disease.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. They the doctors just make that shit. Because you ever hear somebody go to the doctor and say they cured me from my disease? Hell no. Right. That shit, they got that shit set up so they could keep you at dis-ease. It means dis-ease. They keeping your body at dis-ease so they could keep making money off of you. Every time you come up there, they book you like, "Oh yeah, come back in the next 2 months." And they fix this. So they keep the disease. They give you little medicine and little pharmaceutical medicine, but that's just gonna keep you at dis-ease. That's not gonna never really fully heal you. That's why in 39 states, rainwater is illegal. Hold on, let me finish. In 39 states in America, rainwater is illegal to catch rainwater with a bucket in your backyard. 39 states, because rainwater have H3O2 in it. And it's like this jelly water that's got these fucking phytonutrients and all kinds of fucking minerals and shit. It's like some of the best water. It's better than any water you could buy at the store. And you don't got to clean it or nothing. You could just drink it straight like that. But they ban that shit because they know how powerful that rainwater is. And if somebody know that, and if you get a banana leaf and let it drip in a bucket the right way, people wouldn't even be drinking that water at the store. That water at the store is some bullshit, and H2O don't do shit for the body. H2O don't have nothing in it. You're supposed to get all your electrolytes and your minerals from fruits and fucking vegetables. How you think these motherfuckers survive in the desert and in all these places? You think they had water and shit? Hell no, these niggas went on no camels and sand with no motherfucking water. They probably had some fruits or some. That's where they getting all lady. That's why you can eat that one fruit and go on a 48-hour mission without eating. Like, it's crazy. We just lied to and we think we need water, so our mouth be dry, so our brain go into this stupid, frantic panic. Like, oh, shit, I need some water. I'm about to pass out. No, you just eat an apple. That water do nothing for your body, and that's why you see people with swollen ankles sometimes or swollen limbs, or because they drown in the cells. 'Cause when you intake too much water, you can actually drown your cells. And that's how that shit goes. So water is a lie. Y'all don't need y'all favorite waters, all that shit a lie. If you can, put a bucket outside. It's raining all fucking week in Houston. Whoever, we in Houston. So put a bucket out there and catch some of that rainwater. If you think I'm bullshitting, go look this shit up for all these people who like to Google shit. I'm normally against Googling shit. If I want to learn something, I will Google the book or the document where I can actually dig in it. But just typing some shit up in Google to learn, I don't get down like that. I don't like that
or
shit.
you just get some, if you have a natural spring, I don't know if there's any natural springs in Houston, hot springs. Sometimes it's good to just take a little trip and go fetch you some of that natural hot spring water and maybe bathe in it because it's 100% alkaline.
What do you think
And just
about?
to get inside the water itself in a natural spring will heal your body.
Yeah, we don't have that kind of shit out here in Houston. Yeah, I feel what you're saying in that natural water that be kind of looking like it's hot or some shit.
Yes, hot springs.
And it be cold as fuck outside. So how do they get that water to get hot? Like, what the fuck is that about? No, but how the water be hot and warm like that?
Because naturally in the earth, when anything reaches a certain temperature, it purifies. And this water is being produced at this temperature at all times, which makes it 100% alkaline based.
But why is the water being produced at that temperature? How? From the earth? From the core?
Yes, from the earth, naturally.
But I gotta go look that up. I always seen that shit. Last time I seen somebody, I seen some monkeys on the Discovery Channel, and there was like 30 of them bamboos sitting in that bitch. And that bitch was smoking. I was like, man, these white motherfuckers probably just put a fog machine out there trying to make that shit look good. It ain't no way that water hot. Ain't no motherfucking way that water hot. Ain't no way that water hot. Ain't no way that water hot. Okay.
We have plenty out here in Africa, and it's plenty of them in the U.S. as well.
It's hot springs because it's hot as hell out there.
Is that?
It's hot as fuck out there. Duh, that water hot. You don't even need no. What the fuck you talking about? It's so motherfucking hot out there. So I have a homeboy who he from Cameroon, and he told me my brother said the water source is hot. What's up, Queen? So look, my African homeboy told me that it is way. I was like, man, it's hot out here, but man, I feel sorry for y'all niggas because in Africa, he's like, no, it's hotter in Houston, Texas than Africa. I was like, bullshit, get the fuck out of here. He's like, nah, I'm for real. It's way hotter out here in Houston than it is in Africa. I said, no, nigga, Africa, I heard it. So he's like, that's just a lie. So what is y'all temperature right now in Africa?
Yeah, right now it's like about 80 degrees, and the time is 7:25 p.m.
Let me see. What the fuck? So how hot it is out here? You a damn lie. It's 180 degrees out there. She talking about 80 degrees.
No, not at this. It's a tropical climate because you got to remember, tropical climate, it can feel hot, but it's not that actual temperature.
So is it a lot of humidity out there? For everybody who want to know, I'm talking to the girl, TaTa Tanizi, the girl who left America to move to Africa. She's a Black American, and she's talking about her journey and the things that took place in Africa, and she decided that she's not coming back. So we're on the listen line, and we got her in here from Africa. She's on the line. So do y'all think y'all gonna visit? Can you hear me? Now in Africa they got bad signal. Can you hear me? Shit. Man, the shit was just going good and her signal fucking up again, y'all. That's Africa. That's them generators went off again. Oh, yeah, I think you back on
4G. They haven't switched over to 5G yet. They're still operating under 4G and 3G network.
Well, stop talking shit about their network because it's working good now. You're gonna get it. You're gonna fuck it up. Okay, so let people know how different is the food out there from American food and African food? Is it how is it different? Is it fresher or?
Ooh, it's so fresh to the point where you can't even leave meat in your refrigerator for more than a day.
Why
raw
not?
meat
Why?
because it will grow maggots and flies and bugs because it's so pure. It's fresh killed. It doesn't have any preservatives or any additives or any of those dyes or chemicals stain. Because if you kill an animal, it automatically starts to decay. So what the U.S. does is it shoots it up with all type of chemicals and these hormones to make it last longer, to keep the freshness. But actually, it's supposed to spoil. It's not supposed to stay fresh. You're not supposed to be able to go and buy a pot roast and sit the raw pot roast in the refrigerator for a week and it don't spoil. It's not normal. Immediately when you kill an animal, it starts to turn brown because the blood has been hit with oxygen and is now dead. It's supposed to decay and rot.
Mm-hmm.
So if your meat is not turning black and dark, then it's no good for you. Soon as you get your meat should have red blood. That blood I say about 4 or 5 hours time, you should start seeing it turn brown. If your meat not turning brown, stop eating it. Serious.
Yeah, it's basically out here in America in Texas we have a lot of fucking food deserts, and that's when you can drive all the way down Westheimer for fucking 1 hour straight and just see nothing but fast food, fast food, fast food. None of that is real food that's giving your body real nutrients. So what about the meat? Okay, so the meat is more fresher and the vegetables are more fresher. So how do you know for sure they don't actually put no chemicals or steroids in y'all meat?
The fresher the meat is and the more natural it is, the faster it spoils. If your food is not spoiling quickly, it's artificial. It's been genetically modified. It's GMO.
Yeah, that's what's causing a lot of health problems for people. So did you ever try the papaya cleanse?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, basically you cut the papaya in half and you take a spoon of seeds. These black seeds. They real bitter, real bitter. They kind of taste like pepper. You chunk them seeds down. Wait a couple minutes. Well, wait like an hour or whatever. But you gonna go to that toilet, and on your first session in that toilet, look in that motherfucking toilet. No matter what, look in that toilet. You're gonna see parasites moving around. Like 100%, no matter what. No human won't accept it, but every human got parasites in y'all body, so y'all have to do the gut cleanse with the papaya.
How do you define what is a parasite in the stool? Like, for the listeners, if we were to want to know if we were
this how it's gonna look. Look closely in the poop, because if you're not looking, you ain't gonna see it. Like, look closely, and you gonna see like some poop that's shredded out, and it's gonna look like poop, but look real close at it. It's gonna be like, and you're gonna see like a fucking brown string, but it's gonna move, it's gonna have life. And all the other poop gonna be still. But that brown little string gonna be floating at the top trying to, like, you gonna see it in that bitch swimming around. You gonna see up to you can see probably from 5 to 18 of them from what I read, but no matter what, y'all gonna see them. Y'all gonna see them. There's nobody, because if you haven't been eating Actaline for a year straight, you gonna see them, no matter what. If you go in all these fast food places, if you eating barbecue chicken, if you motherfucking partying, drinking alcohol with your friends, you are gonna see them. So a lot of people like, this nigga probably don't know what he's talking about, but yeah, try me on that papaya cleanse if y'all think I'm fucking playing. Yeah, no.
Or not. Another thing I noticed in Africa that they do that we don't do, and I don't think people even know to do it, is that they take dewormer. They deworm every 3 to 6 months.
What is it, a fucking vaccine shot?
And they never
deworm that guy.
And they never take a dewormer. Now just imagine from the time you born, you done ate processed food, meat, pork, candy,
I love Africans.
ice, cookies,
yeah,
Kool-Aid,
yeah,
all shit, and nobody never gave you a dewormer, not one time.
Right.
Now that's fucked up.
It is. So what is your message to blacks in America
Right now, everybody need to go to Walgreens or CVS and go get a dewormer.
Or they could just
Start
try the
there.
papaya.
They can do it that way too, but let's start with the instant. Get the worm out.
Do you think all black Americans should move to Africa? And just say I think
I
if
don't
all
think
black Americans move to
white
Africa and all them bring their money and come together, we can have that bitch jumping and we'll be the most booming economy in the fucking world. But
now
we
that's a
don't know
good
that
idea.
shit. Because white people is keeping us at 13% no matter what. We've been 13% of the population for fucking 400 years something now, or 200 years now. So no matter what, we stand at that 13%. But the 13% population, everybody want to be like them. That's nuts. Like, I don't
Now
know
how
what to
can we
call it. We
how can
can
we change
really procreate. I mean, we can really procreate if all of us move to Africa and the blacks just live over there and say, this is black land, can't no whites come here. But nah, that's racism. People shouldn't think like that. But I'm just saying that we want to build our people up. Like,
it's a difference between white and white. People got to stop using the color,
European. Yeah, well, you know, that's just for...
Because two black people can give birth to an albino baby and the baby is white.
No, the baby's not white. No, basically the baby white blood cells didn't build all the way up, and that's why the baby got that white pigment. That's the only reason why. That motherfucker's still black. He still got 9 ether kinky hair, curly hair. That means he's still black.
But
the
what I'm
albino
asking,
baby not white.
what's the difference between a white humanoid and an albino humanoid?
What do you mean? It's a total fucking difference. It's a whole genetic makeup difference.
Now, how would you say that when white people also can have albino children?
Yeah, they can. But that white albino children still got white genetics in it. That black albino children still have them black genetics. You know what I'm saying?
What is
they
the
just
genetic?
got it's like all the same genetics that the black people got. Like, you know, when you speak genetics, this even by scientists, they even say black people more athletic. We got more adrenaline and more agility. They say we have more anger. They say we're more dangerous. It's like we have a whole different genetic makeup than them. So even though that kid albino white don't mean that they have a white makeup, like European traits. If that kid African and albino, that don't mean he gonna act like a European. That nigga still gonna act like his daddy. He still gonna walk like his daddy. He still gonna do certain shit like his mom do, make certain facial expressions like them. But that's just he didn't develop all the white blood cells.
Yeah.
So yeah, you learn something new every day. I actually like the jewelry, the African jewelry.
Yeah, this is for queens. Like I told you, my crowning is coming soon.
So explain to people what's going on with your crowning. This is the girl who moved from America to Africa, everybody. Explain to everybody, what is it about your crowning? How does that go?
My crowning is coming because my husband is a chief Asafache, which is a king. So he's in a lineage of kingship. And because I married a king.
So when you met him in America and he told you, yeah, my country, I'm a king, and did you believe him or did you not believe him? Oh shit, I dropped the mic. Did you believe him when he told you he was a king in his country?
Yes.
So what he said, what's that shit that young boy say? Oh, it was a party. He was basically trying to tell you it was a party in his city, yeah.
Yeah,
your African husband was telling you it's a party in his city that I'm a prince up there and that you need to move out here and I'm about to, so you could get your crown and to marry me. Did you think any of that was true? Is any of that true, actually? Like, let me know. Is it true or false? All of it was true.
In America, so it was already natural for me. You have to be born in a lineage of kingship, and people actually don't know that it's kingship lineages in America.
Like, in what kind of way? Like, explain. Like, what do you mean?
Just like they got kings and chiefs in Africa, we have kings and chiefs too.
Who our king supposed to be? Motherfucking Joe Biden?
Hell no, that's for the white race. But you have to go into the Native American community and find kingship and chiefships under them. Why everybody forget that Native Americans exist?
We love the Native Americans. A lot of black people got Native in them, man. Natives run this shit. Natives was here first, man. Black people was here. A lot of black people think that we are the natives. So I don't know what that shit is all about.
What happened to the black kings and queens of America? If you can't
it's not
have black kings,
the black kings and queens from the Mali Empire, they all got slaughtered trying to tell the Europeans about their Bibles and no, it was not no black kings and queens in no motherfucking America. America didn't design this shit for us to be no motherfucking black kings or queens. If it was a motherfucking black king or queen out here, America, the CIA, the FBI would have had them motherfuckers murked because they don't want no black leaders really standing up. You see what the fuck happened to Martin Luther. But Martin Luther was already going the wrong way before he got hit up by that shooter. He was already doing business with them crackers, signing a deal with them crackers. They was taking care of his family. They did pills with them crackers. He was fucking around. He made hits with them crackers.
The network
he was even talking that shit with them crackers. Okay, y'all, network going down. So basically, you go get your queen lineage and they go crown you queen. And when is this going to take place? Because I want to see the footage and all that. So, because we going to save this episode. I'm going to put it up on here. And I'm going to send it. Show everybody if you really got fucking queenship. So when are you doing it? This month, next month, next year? Do you have a certain date when you're going to get crowned your queenship? Iceman.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? What the? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? The fuck? Okay, her signal went bad, but yeah, that's the girl, TaTa Tanizi, the black girl who moved from America to live in Africa. That was she was on a listen line from Africa. She was calling in, so yeah, that was her. And then fucking generators keep cutting off and shit. So I guess that generator is out. What's going on out there? They fucking electricity keep going on and off. That's some bullshit. But she said they don't have to pay a light bill because everybody got these motherfucking powered ass generators, and I ain't got time for that shit. I'll be out there pissed off. And niggas be like, your fucking Wi-Fi went off. But yeah, everybody, we in this bitch. If she call back, she will. But if anybody got any questions, let me know. I got a listen line opening up soon. I'm about to get on. If y'all gonna want, hit me up on TikTok. Follow Chinese Lives Matters. And I don't even know how to fucking work this Instagram shit. But yeah, on TikTok, I'm gonna start going live tonight. Probably at fucking 9:30. I will be live on TikTok and it'll be booming in that bitch. You see, I got 2 people in here on the TikTok. Now that bitch be booming. I be having like 600 people, but I need to tell everybody on TikTok about this so they can get their ass on here. It's just, I didn't go live on TikTok yet, but that's where I need to fucking go live on. So, yeah, I was talking to TaTa Tanizi. There's a quick Instagram episode. We'll catch y'all later on the Dr. Griffin podcast. And y'all stay flashing out. And if you got that bag, fucking keep cashing out. We'll see y'all later. Peace, love, and prosperity, and protection. Bye.